Alright, what is up, guys? This is the Sandman back at it again with another video. And today I have a feeling it's going to be a really fun one, guys. It's going to be Slayer. So, this is the first time I'm reacting to a Slayer video on my channel. Um, and it's going to be Hell Awaits. Alright, so what I know about Slayer is I've actually heard a lot of their songs. Well, not a lot, probably around 10 or less, I would say. But what I know about these guys are like the evil guys of the big four. You know what I mean? They have really dark lyrics, um, very chaotic solos, very technical, chromatic riffs that they don't really focus on like sounding perfect. I use that term very loosely, like melodically perfect or fitting the key or in the scale. No, they'll play raw. They play very like sinister sounding stuff. You know what I mean? Um, so none of that stuff applies to them really. They got some really great musicians, man. Dave Lombardo, beast on the drums. I think people have claimed that he's the best out of the big four. I mean, I'm not. I don't want to be the judge of that, but I'm pretty sure he's got to be like up there with one of the best metal drummers to ever do it. And I would even throw in maybe a couple people from Megadeth as well up there in that conversation. But let's see what else. Yeah, I know these guys are controversial. Rest in peace to Jeff Hanneman. But who doesn't love controversy, man? Who doesn't love it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So these guys really push the envelope, obviously, for what's culturally acceptable in music, and what then these guys are also really inspirational, because people really haven't heard stuff like Slayer back when they made music. It was a real shock to them and surprise to them. But anyways, let's get right into it. Not too much talking. That's not what this is for. This is for listening to the music. So we got Slayer, Hell Awaits.
upon me. This old damn that got found a slave for me eternally.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there because I don't want to forget all the thoughts racing through my head right now. Man, let's go step by step here. We got the introduction, like the intro, um, which was I was wondering, why is it so quiet? And I realized my volume was up, and I'm like, huh, and it started building up in volume, and I started hearing the voice, the whisper clearly, the backwards join us, whatever he was saying. There's something so creepy and so scary about like stuff being played backwards. I remember go as a kid, I would be into those like um, secrets of the music industry. You know what I'm saying? Like secret society type videos, and there'd often be like songs had like hidden messages playing backwards, and that would give me nightmares. Like some of the stuff, like you could. Um, Match it to what the people alleged that was being said. And as a kid, you're like, oh my god, that freaked me out. And then like the voices would be really scary. It sort of brought back those memories, man. So credit to Slayer, man, because it was obviously way before all the songs that I was listening to that had that. You know what I'm saying? But really, really evil, creepy sounding intro sets the tone for the whole song. Let's talk about those riffs. Some killer riffs, some great chugging, man. I love to chug. Because I love it's because I always said, if I were to ever be a guitar player that was famous, or like be in a band that was famous, I should say, the position I'd want to be in is rhythm guitar for a thrash metal band, for sure. You can throw on some backing vocals, but man, there's something so fun about like turning up the gain and distortion, just really digging in and being very percussive with your instrument, just chugging the fast, heavy down picking. You got the gallops. And you got those polyrhythmic ideas going on. You know what I'm saying? You can really switch up the rhythms and the tempo, and just get people just banging their head to your music, man. Just whatever you're playing. And that's what I was feeling. All those riffs, all those change ups that they did. I think there were like 4 or 5 different riffs right there in the instrumental section. That's why I didn't want to stop it. I didn't want to really throw off the flow of the instrumental section because I didn't know it would be that long. But I had no business stopping that because that was just brilliant. I love the sharp, quick little fills that Dave Lombardo does, and he carries the tempo, switching up the tempo, speeding up. I'd love to see them play this live or some live videos later on. But even on the studio, I can tell, man, this guy's got some serious skills. The bass was really dope in that one riff, but the bass, I can hear the bass add some nice heaviness to it. And I love how the riffs just got medium, then slow, and then like back to medium, and then bam, fast right before the verse kicks in. So some of the stuff I was hearing reminded me of Angel of Death, actually. So yeah, but it's like some great chromatic ideas going on. All around great stuff. All around great stuff. So yeah, let's get into this second verse, and also some great, not. I would definitely expected lyrics like this to happen, man. Very in your face, blasphemous, describing like the typical story that you would think of, when talking about like hell, and stuff like that. So here we go.
The river got the dark gates, the state comes home. The demons feed the bird as well, the devil feed the Rome. The others rooted up the night, there's 7 weeks to go. Each year's in a burning hole that loses my control. Reason anything to sing the star. Saints in the afterlife not far. Stop the screaming ghosts, cry out to you. Take time and offer nails, their life is through.
Non-stop progression.
Praise your morning when it's round. Death to show them about. For what you seek for can't be found. This evil sky all underground. fire so deep inside.
Wow. Wow. You know, one thing I gotta love about Slayer solos are the effects, like the screaming effects that they use with the whammy bar and like the dive bombs and things like that, and the wild bends, um, combined with like all the chromatic action going on. You know, just racing up and down the neck, playing at very high speeds. Sounds very chaotic, but the screams, just what I love about that effect is that it applies to a lot of their songs. When you just even listen to the lyrics and the story, like the context of the song. For example, you got Angel of Death. You got why am I blanking on the names? You got Raining Blood. Um, Wait, just bear with me. You got Die by the Sword. You have Black Magic, and Show No Mercy. I mean, all these sort of titles, they they bring up like, oh my god, it's no wonder somebody would be screaming. You know what I'm saying? Because like lyrics about torture, about war, about death, about murder, insanity, all these sorts of things. Yeah, you would definitely expect to hear at least a couple people screaming or dying when you would read a story about those things. So, absolutely, that's why I never understand how people just compare like solos. Oh, this guitar player, these guys solo way better. These solos don't make sense, or these solos aren't melodic. Well, let me, you know, when I think of solos, I always think of a solo in the context of the song and what its intended effects are. You know what I mean? You got to think of it like as part of as a scene in a movie. You know what I'm saying? You can't really say one scene is better than another scene in a movie without understanding the context and the significance within the movie. You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's my thoughts on that, man. Very always they have very unique solos. I don't really hear solos like that. Just chaotic, grimy, um, uh, just balls to the wall, light up the guitar on fire type of solos. You know what I'm saying? Just chaos. Chaos is what always comes to mind when I hear them. Again, shout out to Dave Lombardo. Lyrically, some very dark lyrics, some very blasphemous lyrics. I love that word. Um, and yeah, man, Jesus can't save you. Very dark chorus. Um, and a lot of the imagery is what I would exactly picture hell to be like. You know, you got the Lucifer, you got Hades, you got the flames, you got the soul being trapped in hell, you know, zombies calling out for you, forever damnation, banished, the fight versus good and evil, and I'm not no Bible expert or anything, so I think it's like the war between like devil and angel, and the devil, oh my goodness, they're winning, and it's like this is the scene that it causes. But yeah, man, very good track, very good aggressive sound. I love the riffs, and one thing I just want to throw in real quick, I love how they use the slides. I love that about their guitar work, the slides and their riffs. Makes things sound very interesting, not as boring as just playing. It doesn't always have to sound boring, but just playing a standard power chord. You with the slide, you have like two sets of notes in one motion, instead of just one set. So very cool how they do that, and I love how they mix up the rhythms as well. Um, but yeah, amazing stuff. Slayer, more Slayers coming, guys. Don't worry about it. So, if you have any other Slayer songs I should know, listen to. I've listened to mainly songs from Show No Mercy, their first album, and I think half or a little over half of Angel of Death. I think the album with Angel of Death on it. If that makes sense. But yeah, it's the Sandman, guys. Checking out. Hope y'all enjoyed this reaction / review. Peace out. Y'all have a good one.